Hey guys, welcome back to the Gamer Play. I'm Dave the Usher. The game we're playing is Commando for the Atari 7800, and this game is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. So here's what you see on the screen here when the game loads up. You see the same thing with the arcade version. So Commando, here's the title screen, Commando. A lot different than the Nintendo version, which is probably one of the more popular versions of the Commando series. This game was released on several different systems. The arcade, of course, the NES, the Atari. The Commodore 64 version was very popular. It had Rob Hubbard compose the theme from the arcade version onto the Commodore 64 version. He had done other work on the Commodore 64, so he was kind of like, you know, big man on campus. But anyway, here's the demo of the game. You can see the graphics. I would say, personally, in my opinion, that the Nintendo graphics are a lot better than the Atari 7800. Let's see, the arcade version was released in 1985. The Commodore, same thing. The NES was 1986, I believe. And this version, the Atari 7800, 1989, so it's kind of interesting. They had a couple more years to do, you know, necessary improvements. And I just really think the Nintendo version sounds a lot better than this version does. Now, interesting enough, this version of Commando is also one of the only two Atari 7800 games to feature what they called a Pokey chip built into the cartridge to enhance the sound and music. And I think, you know, you can kind of hear it, I suppose, right? The music and the background noises, they sound pretty good, but once again, I would say that the NES version is superior. But anyway, here is the description of this game from the Atari 7800. You are the crackshot commando battling overwhelming odds to defeat the advancing rebel forces. You carry out your lone crusade through hostile territory armed with only a rifle and a few hand grenades. Enemy fire flies past you from every direction. Rebel forces leap from caves, trenches, and strongholds to block your progress. You need to break through the enemy lines to reach the fortress at the end that serves as an enemy headquarters. If you're clever, you can replenish your supplies along the way from defeated outposts. Once you begin your mission, there is no retreat. The fate of the free world rests in your hands. Oh, that sounds awesome. Another interesting fact about this game is it had a couple of sequels that weren't, too popular or weren't heard from a lot, I guess you could say. One that came out recently, actually. Commando had an official sequel released back in 1990. In North America, it was titled Mercs, Wolf of the Battlefield 2. It was a top-down run and gun arcade game developed and published by Capcom. The third sequel was called Wolf of the Battlefield Commando 3, and that was released as a downloadable title for the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network, and this came out recently back in summer of 2008. And that's because, come on, man, Commando was one of the most popular games back in the 80s. Anyway, wow, I just hit you with some knowledge there. How about we play the actual fucking game? I don't know what's up with the yellow on the bottom. It's kind of a glitch. But anyway, what is it about with Atari games that have that novice, standard, advanced, expert, and then, you know, you got your two players? It seems like a recurring theme with Atari on how to select your setups. But anyway, one player. What should I do? Expert, advanced, standard? I don't know, man. I'm a Commando boy, you know? That's how I get around. I myself have an arcade Commando console right here. I'm looking at it right now. She's old, but she still works. And this game actually follows very closely to the arcade version with 8 different levels. They all kind of are similar to the arcade version. The NES version of Commando features, Jesus Christ, features four levels that reoccur over and over again. I should, shut my mouth and stop talking and play the game. Okay, that's a machine gun power-up. Now all I have to do is hold down the button and this thing rapid fires. That's a knife. I pick that up and it allows me to kill enemies. Oh, Jesus Christ! In close hand-to-hand combat. Whoa! Okay, I just rescued one of my boys. Oh, God, and I died. Shit. The bombs in this game are very deceiving. I don't know, I don't like it. I'm not really used to it. I'm more used to the arcade and Nintendo versions. Good God. Oh! But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it a wrap right here.